Hey Pilates Queens, Kayla Brugger here with Pilates Body by Kayla. Today I'm going to show you my favorite hip carrier called Tushbaby. This product helps eliminate back pain, hip pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, pelvic pain. If you experience pain in any of those areas with prolonged baby carrying, I'm going to show you 3 ways how you can use this product to help eliminate pain in those areas. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video, come along a little journey with me and my fam, and I'm going to show you how I use this product out in public. As a Pilates instructor and a mama of 2 littles, I strive to keep my body healthy and strong so I can deliver you the best weekly Pilates workouts, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I'm constantly teaching new mamas body awareness, proper core engagement, and spinal alignment. With prolonged baby carrying, you're constantly jetting out your hip, which can cause disc issues over time and create chronic back pain. I first heard of Tushbaby when they made an appearance on Shark Tank. I remember watching that episode and thinking, that is genius. I looked at my husband and I told him, we need that once we had kids. Especially with my history and back pain, I wasn't going to take any chances. Little did I know that my husband would be wearing the Tushbaby just as much as I would, so I probably should have invested in a different color other than leopard. I had the opportunity to try Tushbaby with my first, Bobby. I was a little bit skeptical because she was so little at the time and I wasn't sure how this product was going to work when she wasn't yet able to hold herself in an upright position. But that was when I realized that you can use the Tushbaby in nursing and feeding hold before they are able to support themselves in that upright position. But once they get stronger and they are holding themselves up, the Tushbaby is going to be best used for those later years. But don't sleep on this, because you can use this to help support yourself with better posture when you're doing those longer feeding and holding sessions. I first had the opportunity to try Tushbaby at the zoo. I wasn't sure how I was going to navigate the stroller and the Tushbaby until I got there and realized that these exhibits are small and you actually have to leave the stroller outside of the exhibits. So that was when the Tushbaby came in perfect. I didn't have to navigate the stroller through those tight spaces, and I was also able to hold her walking through these exhibits for a very long period of time, and she was up much higher than I traditionally would be able to hold her, so she was able to see the animals and I was instantly hooked. Let me show you how the Tushbaby actually works. I love how it has a super thick and supportive band and strap. And I want to place it really high up around your hip and pelvic bones, and make sure you cinch it extra tight, really crossing that strap over. Pulling into the buckle, you can also use that to bring it even tighter. You're gonna wanna turn it into the position that you're wanting. So you've got side carrying and front carrying. I will show you all 3 of my favorite positions. With the positioning of the band, make sure that it's all the way up, because when babe is sitting on the hip seat, we wanna make sure that the weight is evenly distributed between the hips and pelvis, helping you stand up straight or better posture and making sure that we're keeping our core engaged. The first position I'm going to show you is the feeding position. Oftentimes the hip seat carrier gets confused that this is only a product for when the baby is actually sitting and upright. But I want to remind you that this product can be used in early infant stages. This is our friend baby Max, so I'm going to show you how you can use this if you are nursing or bottle feeding. You lay babe right on the hip seat, then nuzzle him into place. So the support of the hip seat is holding weight across your pelvis. This is also super good for posture and support, because as you're nursing and chest feeding and bottle feeding over time, those shoulders constantly get rounded forward, causing a lot of stress in the upper back and neck. So the Tushbaby allows to pull baby to your chest, hold you nice and upright, and making sure that your arm is gently supported by the hip seat in your feeding position. Side carrying position is the most common carrying position. The third position that I'm going to share with you next has actually been my most favorite carrying position as my boy Nash is getting a little bit bigger. As we know, these tiny humans get heavy fast. But for side carrying position, you're going to want to make sure that hip seat is positioned just slightly angled above the hip bone on the side that you're carrying. Because I'm right-handed, I always like to keep my right hand a little bit more free. So I'm going to position the hip seat right above my left hip bone. As you can see, Mr. Nash here, I'm going to pop right on up. Resting on the hip seat carrier, you can see how I'm able to hold my weight evenly. My core is engaged. The support from the hip seat is holding most of his weight, and I am able to actually go hands-free here, so I can do a lot of stuff out in front of me. Looking from side position, you see how the belt is angling with the weight of his body. If I didn't have the belt on, more than likely my pelvis would be taking all of that weight, which again, over time is gonna cause those disc issues and that chronic back pain with the prolonged baby and toddler carrying. Lastly is my front facing position. This is my favorite position with my little guy Nash, as he's not so little anymore. This really helps allow me to pull him up. Also, he can face out because he's very active already. Yeah, you wanna see what's going on? So as I put him up on the hip seat, my core immediately engaged with him in the forward-facing position. Just allows me a light rest of my arm over his belly so he doesn't take a face plant. But also you can see I'm standing up straight. I love the forward-facing position because there's none of this. There's no possibility of the hips popping out. His weight's pulled forward. I'm actually standing up straighter than I probably traditionally would be because the hip seat is supported through my back with the belt and band. Now let's just talk about all the pockets the Tushbaby has. I mean, there is so much that you need to carry around with these littles, am I right? But no more lugging around these heavy, bulky diaper bags. We can put everything that we traditionally have in the diaper bag in the Tushbaby carrier. So, starting with the biggest zipper here on the side, obviously can't go anywhere without our phone, but you can see how big this pocket is. So you can place a bunch of other things in there as well. This is a little open pocket here, which I actually like to put Kleenexes in because my kids have constant runny noses. And we've got this little mesh holder for bottle, sippy cup, or mama's water bottle as well. And then I usually carry the portable diaper pad, but now that my kids are older, there's no more lying down diaper changes. So diaper changes are happening in a standing position anyways, but this has been an amazing product for us. So diapers, wipes can all fit in the hip seat. This is incredible, right? Look at how much storage this is. And then you also have this little front snap pouch, which I actually looks like have hand sanitizer in there, but my guy's teething right now, so I would definitely pop in some teethers in there as well. Come on a journey with me and my little fam as we go to a park in our neighborhood. You coming, Bobby? You want up? Yeah. Okay. Is that fun? Yeah. So the Tushbaby is rated for up to 3 years old and up to 35 pounds. You can see how the hip seat, it is taking a little bit more pressure because she's right at that 35-pound mark and she's just over 3 years. But you can imagine how much pain that causes me when I do have to carry her for long periods of time if she does want to be held. So I still do prefer to use the Tushbaby hip carrier when I do have to pick her up and hold her for long periods of time. You crazy. Now that you know that you can use the Tushbaby from newborn to toddler years up to 35 pounds and you have those 3 carrying positions, newborn carrying position, hip carrying position, and front carrying position with that facing in and out. Now I know what you might be thinking, not another expensive baby product that I am never going to use. Well, good news is the Tushbaby is not that expensive to begin with, and when you use my code in all caps, KaylaB22, you will save big. Now mamas, I want you to comment your favorite carrying position, and I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel to make sure that you can keep your body moving well and feeling well through all stages of life.